There you go. Thank you. Yeah, it would help if I turned my volume up. Yeah, so now I hear you.
Okay, okay.
I had to keep it quiet because I had a group in my room, and I got quiet. So I love you guys. I think now we have the opportunity, right? For about a minute each spokesperson. We're taping this a little bit to hold on to it. For those of you that 6:30 was our official time. If you have to drop off, it's okay. If you drop off, just share your takeaway, right? And then we're going to finish all these messages. We're going to do a debrief for anybody that wants to stay and go through the harvesting of what we did. Feel free to join. We'll show you how the debrief goes. But thank you very much for your attention. And I know we've manifested something beautiful. So please share what you brought together and in the bigger room. So I think, Violette, it's okay to hear some voices, I think, yes? Okay. And Nika, we're okay? And Ticho, my organizers, we're good? Okay.
You're doing a great job, Patrick, my brother.
Thank you. It's only because I'm taking a lot of morphine for my pain, and I'm very high every day.
So, Patrick, I'll just take 10 seconds before we go into sharing and before people start to leave. But we will have another session next Wednesday, again, 5 p.m., same link. So you guys are really welcome to join and invite other leaders of the future.
Same place.
Same place.
Same time.
Ljubljana, the beloved city.
Nika, one question. What is the name of this team or the name of the organization?
Beyond Leadership.
Okay, how old is your organization?
This is not mine. This is Patrick is Beyond. But,
no. It's old as Earth.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Big Bang? The Big Bang. We're associated with the Big Bang.
It existed
That's where
forever.
it started, yes.
I mean, in our theory, that's where we started, but in the other universes, because there's a multiverse theory. Sorry, my mind wandered off.
Yeah.
My mind wandered off.
All good. No, we're good. So let's get into the share out, and you can find us, and we can answer all questions after this. So breathe in together with me a little bit. Just breathe for a moment. We had the inspiration at the beginning of the Go Beyond poem from Violetta, and then we had I Have a Dream to start us on those 3 steps of understanding what this does with us, understanding what we will do with it, and understanding the essence of what now needs to happen. And what now needs to happen as you breathe. Each of the spokespersons, you've prepared it, you were part of it, you helped manifest it. It's you. It's not just yours, it's you. You are the future. So please, each of you share out now as you've breathed, and whoever goes first, just begin.
I could start if you want, Patrick.
Muy bien.
In our group, we thought about the analogy of the eco-civilization movement to a tree, where this big tree has branches and branches divided into smaller branches, and at the end there are leaves. And leaves represent each of us. There are in the world no 2 leaves which are the same. And so each of us has his own individuality and his own way to contribute. And it's important to find our unique way and authenticity, and then to connect with others' live, and this what we will contribute and co-create at the level of the little branches, which then goes into bigger branches, and so on until creating the big three. And so we will, the message we get is to be ourselves. It all starts by being ourselves, and then of course encourage other people to be themselves and spreading the words and connect to co-create.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Muy bien.
Okay, I'll go next. I was in a group with Violetta, and I think that what we talked about can be said with one sentence. So it's a quote that Violetta shared with us by John Lennon, and it goes like this: "If I dream by myself, I dream. If I dream with others, I make a change."
Beautiful. Thank you, Nika.
Yeah.
Hvala lipa.
I can go next. Mitya and Claudia were together with me in our team, and we got to the essence that although we have different approaches, different viewpoints, our approaches will go to intersection somewhere very soon. And this intersection, there's the truth there. So let's explore, let's pioneer, let's find new ways, and in our intersections, this is the truth, and this will lead us. And we are willing to be servant in this co-creation, to be present, to be here, that the co-creation with our support will unfold.
Amazing. Hvala lipa, Sonia. Thank you.
Well, I'll go next. Just wanted to thank everybody. Thank you, Patrick. And thank you, everyone. One of the things that came out of a number of the sessions today was just the feeling that I'm not sure I knew was possible a few months ago. And that is the ability to connect on such a real human level with people from all over the world, and in a very, very authentic way. And I think that there's a tendency in our current situation where everyone's, separated and isolated in a way, in kind of in each other's silos. But what was beautiful was was realizing how we can connect on such a very authentic level, and feel such a sense of community. And and then the other thing that we talked about was the idea that everybody has a story, and just seeing how similar everyone is in terms of what we want when we can go back out into the physical world fully and bring that, that's the hope. And so I feel like this was a really wonderful way to kind of hear. I feel like I not only got to connect with everybody, but also hear everyone's stories in a very real and authentic way. And it's very empowering, and my hope is that we can always continue to bring that out once we're through this, and come out stronger. So thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
and
Oh,
myself.
this for the groups? Oh.
Yeah.
Last but not least, our
Matt,
group. I'm sorry, did I interrupt anyone?
Thank you.
Bless you.
Nazdravje.
Thank you.
Super Mario, go.
If you do it twice in Slovenia, means that you are agreeing with the one who
Res je.
So let me just collect my thoughts. Freak. So my group, which consisted of where's the young lady? I think she left. Anyway, to sum up in a few sentences, there's no I in a team. A team is consisted of more than one person. And if each person represents a plant, and you plant that plant into the ground and let it grow and nurture it, you get one individual who's achieved their goal and has become a tree. If you plant two plants, you have one tree. But if you work together, we can make not just 3 trees, but a whole forest. And with the attained knowledge and with garnering people with common goals, I think that if we, with our collective mind and cognitive thinking, we synchronize our desires, wishes to break through the boundaries of isolation, fears, the illusions of our minds, I think we can achieve greatness, prosperity, and beyond if we just believe. Because we are not alone, you're not alone, I'm not alone. And yeah, like that song from Michael Jackson, you are not alone, I'm here with you. And that's precisely what it means. That's precisely what it means. The very fact that we came here, I was supposed to be on another workshop, I canceled that because I decided to come here. That decision alone meant something. It may be a one-time occurrence for me being in this among you guys, among these wonderful people. But hey, if I even made one person, one individual here, helped in any way, some way, form, or fashion to help on set them back on a good road, I'm fine with that. But there's no I in a team, and if you plant more plants, the bigger the forest it will become. Just nurture it and believe in yourself. For example, I didn't believe in myself that I would accomplish such great goals in life, and just a simple person who couldn't do it alone. But with all the struggles I've gone through in life, and I'm still going through, I'm very grateful for what I've achieved. It took me 9 years to finish high school. So what? I finished it. I didn't do it alone. We did it together, and I went beyond my fears, and that's what matters. You just have to believe and know that you're not alone. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Aho.
Maybe I say something. Eco-citizen is a person who dared to be me, to be you, himself. And there is one good thought from Matthias that really impacted me in this Beyond session. Dare to, because eco-citizen is very, likes to explore, I think. And why not just sometimes stop in the street and talk to a person who seems like-minded, or he's doing something that impresses you. And this tool, Beyond tool, actually helps me to realize that maybe in my personal life on the street, sometimes I will just stop and ask a person who is he or who is she, and maybe chat a little bit and open a little bit on the street as well. And that gives us a little moments in life that connects us, and it's all about connection. So thank you very much for this session. I feel more empowered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Orosh.
Orosh, hvala lepa.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Speak for my group. That is Matthew and Peter. We think we put.
Who is this?
Peter.
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 I cannot hear.
Peter, you're very quiet, so you need to speak very loudly or
Turn your mic up.
You don't hear me?
Now it's okay.
Now we don't. Now we don't.
Okay, super. Our message is the essence that we see is the key word in everything is change, and in this change, as some of you already said, we're not alone. So I would not want to talk about the fear, because together we are stronger, we are louder, and fearless. Sorry. And if we are able to build on those premises, you know, in certain action, and if we are committed, and if we follow, you know, our hearts, you know, we will get to a better world. You can also call it the eco world or whatever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hvala, Peter. Thank you.
Patrick,
Yes.
I think we are the last group.
Yes, please go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So I had to turn my head around because it says, you know, lone wolf, and I don't feel alone at all. You know, I met some really beautiful souls today, and Patrick, I have to tell you, you are a great soul master. Fantastic. So I was in a really inspiring group with Susanne from Germany and Roman from Slovenia. And we got this manifest together, and I think it's really beautiful. And it says, only when we align in a common vision, our hearts will open. And then trust and commitment will lead us on our path to reach what we are here for what we are meant to be since the beginning of mankind.
Wow.
Yes.
Bravo.
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 Bravo. Thank you.
Thank
Hvala,
you.
Gregor.
Hvala. Super.
Hvala, Gregor. Hvala lepa.
Beautiful.
We will get this, right? Somebody's writing this down or taping?
Isn't this being recorded?
Yes, it's all recorded.
Okay, super.
Problem solved.
Super.
You'll have it in about 10 minutes.
Where will we receive it?
Did we get all the groups? I think we did. Yeah. And that's some pretty powerful stuff, you see. And we see we're destined for this. It's who we are. We build the bridges and the paths we pave for all other generations to follow, always to a better place. We are destined for that task, those among us that dare to go beyond, one step further than we've ever gone before, to boldly achieve more than anyone before us. It's our destiny. We're born for this. And the last word on that goes to the angel of angels, of course. So Violeta, your reflection before we close off of this manifestation, and how do you feel, and what do you take with you out of this? Please, Violeta.
Well, my heart is so alive, and this frequency from everyone is so strong that on a personal note, I just got, whenever there is a message that comes, needs to be immediately shared with as many people as possible without ownership attached. As far as eco-civilization is going, I'm touched. I'm moved by the act of you, Patrick and Ticho, to put it on the spot, by everyone to just really respond to it. So, which means that this, whatever came on the channel that night, 2 o'clock in the morning, was right. So my message is there is no rules. Is that everybody should just go deep in her or himself and do whatever you believe is right, because that's the right thing to do. And with I've heard also Gregor saying we need a common vision. I offer you one: eco-civilization, planet Earth as the ecozone of the universe. And let's be strong enough that when we send we build new civilizations on other planets, that they are based on sustainable values and the values of eco-civilization. And if we continue to build this community as we started, without really a strong leader, just connecting with each other, encouraging each other to do the right thing, in about 30 years' time, we will deliver this. So let's do it. Let's just do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo. Violeta.
Thank
you, Angel.
Thank you.
Yeah. So since we can imagine it, we must have already done it. Otherwise, we could not imagine it, I think. Yeah. So I'm very thankful and very grateful. Now, we did go over the time, but we needed the time to create a new universe, you see. And the universe needs its time. Therefore, we are masters of time. We decide how much time in the universe we want to use for what we want to use it for. So that thankfulness goes out to all of you. I do believe that, of course, you know, Nika and Ticho, you guys can close off the day. But I'd also like to have one word from every person before we sign off, at least. But Nika, I'll leave that up to you guys to garner that. I'm going to keep the recording going, and I'm still here to debrief at the end. But this was a special day. You know, it was meant to be the way it was meant to be. So that's why it has been the way it has been. And I'm happy no matter what. See, my destiny is never to see it or to manifest it or to do it. My only destiny is to help others create what needs to be created. That's my only service to universe kind, to mankind. That's it. And I'm fulfilled if I can do that every moment of every breath of every life that I am given to do so till everyone is on the other side. So thank you for that. And Nika, to you, and then Ticho to close it off. And if you can get everybody at least one voice, one word before we go, that would be amazing. And we will be back next week and continue the journey around the world. We'll show you all the other cities that are coming. We'll also be in Sun Valley, Idaho, which is John Foley, on the 24th of June, I think. We haven't finished the dates yet, but we're working on it. So the USA is coming. See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. What I feel is like gratitude.
Thank you, Susanna.
You're the NBA and all these professional sporting organizations.
Okay, so my word is gratitude, and that's my checkout.
Okay, I would like to say something. I believe that the dream got legs today, and that our hearts are beating in anticipation. Thank you, Violeta, and Patrick, and everybody.
Voila.
Who's next?
Keep going.
Listening to you was a pleasure, and seeing you even more. So take care.
Thanks.
If there are no other voices, then I would like to say thank you very much. It was amazing. I had so much things I wanted to say because we already have started. But you know what I feel? I feel so strong. From Lens to Neil to Louis, I said it's a small. What we did today was a small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind. And no matter diseases, you will always go to the finish, Arc de Triomphe. And if I look at this, everything what was passing, I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, yeah.
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 Thank you, Ticho. Keep going, guys. We're taping it, so forever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Since we
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Live long and prosper.
Blessings. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, John. You guys are all amazing, by the way.
Bye.
Special times.
Na svidenje.
Na svidenje drug teden.
Ja.
Tako.
Hvala lepa, Sonia. Unos, you're looking good, man.
Hvala.
No hair.
I saw that, yeah.
See you next
See
time.
you. See you. Bye bye.
See you next time, everyone. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See you guys.